Welcome class 6 in our e-learning class, and today we will proceed with the chapter what is government. And during our live class I have already said you the different levels of government, and we will start from there only. The government works at different levels, at the local level, at the level of the state, and at the national level. The local level means in your village, town or locality. The state level would mean that which covers an entire state like West Bengal, Haryana or Assam, and the national level relates to the entire country. Later in this book you will read about how local level government functions, and when you go into the next few classes you will learn about how governments function at the state and central level. So in class 6 you will come to know about the local level government. Then in class 7 you will come to know about the state level government, and in class 8 you will come to know about the national level government. So these are the three levels you must remember: the local level, the state level and the national level. Now laws and the government. The government makes laws and everyone who lives in the country has to follow this. That means we the citizens, we have to follow the laws which are made by the government. This is the only way governments can function. Just like the government has the power to make decisions, similarly it has the power to enforce its decisions. So the government has decided something, that means the decisions are made by the government. Now the citizens, they are compelled to abide by these decisions. That means they have to obey these decisions. This is the function of the government. The government has taken the decision and the decisions must be obeyed by the citizens. For example, there is a law that says that all persons driving a motor vehicle must have a license. Any person caught driving a vehicle without a license can either be jailed or fined a large sum of money. So if you are not abiding by the decisions of the government, then definitely you will be punished. You will have to confront these punishments, like either you have to just get inside a jail, that means you have to go to jail, or you will be fined a large sum of money. Without these laws, the government's power to make decisions is not of much use. In addition to any actions that governments can take, there are also steps that people can take if they feel that a particular law is not being followed. So we the citizens, if we find that some law which has been made by the government, it is not being followed properly, then in that case we can move to the court. We can complain against that. That means we can complain that this rule which the government has said that it is that we have to follow this one, it is not being followed. So we can go and complain. If a person feels, for example, that they are not hired for a job because of their religion or caste, he or she may approach the court and claim that the law is not being followed. The court can then give orders about what should be done. Now the types of government. Who gives the government this power to make decisions and enforce laws? The answer to this question depends on the type of government that there is in a country. In a democracy, it is the people who give the government this power. That means here in India, we are having this democratic type of government. So we the people of India only give the government this power because our country is following the democratic system of government. They do this through elections in which they vote for particular persons and elect them. Once elected, these persons form the government. In a democracy, the government has to explain its actions and defend its decisions to the people. So that means in our type of government, what happens? The government has to explain its actions. The government has to say that why the government has taken these steps or why these type of laws are made, and defend its decisions to the people. And if people says, that means if people say that why we will follow these rules, why we will follow these laws, at that time government has to defend itself. Another form of government is monarchy. The monarch king or queen, has the power to make decisions and run the government. The monarch may have a small group of people to discuss matters with, but the final decision making power remains with the monarch. So in a monarchy type of government, the king or the queen decides what should be done. That means the king or the queen run the government. Unlike in a democracy, kings and queens do not have to explain their actions or defend the decisions they take. So in this type of government, that means this monarchy type of government, here the kings and queens, they are not at all, it is not mandatory for this king and the queens to explain that why they have taken these actions or why they have just made these laws or rules. They are not at all, they are bound to answer. But here in a democracy, the government is bound to answer to the people that why such decision has been taken or such law has been made. So children, up to this we have completed today, and in our next class we will proceed with the next part of the chapter, which is democratic governments. Till then, bye.